Hey guys, good evening. How we doing? Hamish, hello, geologist. How's Keeps? Malik, hello. Always here at the start, always keen. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm excited to rebuild my Constellation with Vince, just quietly. Hydrate already? I got a keyboards, thank you. We're ready. We're hydrating. Cheers. Good thing I literally just grabbed water. I was about to go live, then I was like, I haven't got water. Hope you're well. I'm excited. So today we unlocked the ability to apply for partner. So it's there, it's available. I'm excited. I can't apply for it for a couple of weeks until after the showcase, and I probably won't, honestly, for a month or so, because I want to try and maintain the numbers after it.
Hey,
but
yo.
yeah. we have the ability. We have the ability. The question is going to be whether or not we can maintain the numbers after the showcase. Fingers and toes crossed. I reckon we can. So we're officially doing a partner push now. So basically all that changes really is we're just going to be trying to encourage people to click the profile picture and whatnot when they raid. So that fun stuff, and we'll see what happens. It'll either happen or it won't. Doesn't matter if it doesn't, but we'll try. We'll see how we go. So I'm keen. It obviously, it wouldn't have been possible without all of you guys. For the people that turn up as soon as I go live and hear every stream and interact in chat, it's all the community. That's the reason this is possible. Obviously, the showcase has helped immensely with getting the numbers where they need to be to have that application there. And now that it's open, it's not going anywhere. So, you know, we got time. There's no rush. There's no race. But it's exciting anyway. And I guess the main thing is, wouldn't be happening without you guys. So let's see how we go. We'll have fun trying to do it. I'll probably up my streams again to 3 a week if we can. And we'll see if we get there. Yeah, I'm excited. It's a good day. Good day. It made up for a bit of a shitty morning, if I'm being honest. I had to work this morning. And it was just a rough shift. Like, rough shift as in more euthanasias than I would have liked to have done in a shift. And a couple of, like, long-term clients as well. So I was like, this kind of sucks. So it made my day after work to have a sad morning followed by a good afternoon. Happy days. Things are good. But, you know, you pick yourself up, you move on. Heavy. It was heavy. My first consult too. Because they brought the dog in and we've been seeing this pug for years. Like every fortnight for a long time for its arthritis shots. And I looked at it today and I was like, it doesn't look good. And it stopped eating and I was like, you know, it's time. Like, it's time. And that was tough because, yeah, we've been seeing this dog for ages. So I was like, great. And the next consult, also recommending euthanasia. They're coming back another day to do it. So I was safe, but I was also like, God damn it. And then the third consult was fine. It was a revisit. That was okay. The fourth consult, euthanasia. I was like, what the hell is this day? Like, I just want to be home. I don't want this. We love Doc and Doc loves us. Yes, big loves. Choking up just listening. It was rough. I was like crying with the owners. I was like, if I don't get out of this consult room right now, I'm going to be a mess and I have to go straight into another consult. So I was like, I can't do it. But yeah, it's one of those things. But we do it. You try and think about why you do it, why you're there helping. And it makes it a little bit easier. But, and yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, shit morning, good afternoon. That's the way it is. But, you know, it started off rough. It was rough at the start, and then the end of the shift wasn't too bad. We kind of settled down. It wasn't as busy. Got out on time, so happy days. But then, yeah, I checked, and sure enough, can apply for partner now. How you doing, Sumi? Thanks for the lurk. So, yeah, partner push it is. And we'll see how we go. Go from happy to sad to happy. Good days. But I hope you've all had a great Saturday so far. And we're gonna build Constellation. I love my Constellation. I've had this for a while. Oh god, it's heavy. It's heavy. Let's move to the build cam. So we have 2 days left of the showcase. Today, tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna do an Iron 180, which I'm excited for. I've said that a few times. The first one I've built, first one I've used. I'm curious to formulate some thoughts and feelings about it. But this is my Constellation. So today's a personal build. and I've had this a while now. I'm pretty sure that I got this around about the same time my Profit arrived from Group Buy. I'm pretty sure I did like the unboxing on the same day. But I was lucky enough to get one of these from the in-stock drop they did. And it's the lilac colorway. So it's super nice. Brass weight on the bottom, brass accents on the sides. With DMG. DMG's basically lived on it since I got it, so it just looks fire. So good. But we're rebuilding it today. It's got creams in it at the moment. Creams in brass. Awesome combo. And I thought I never would rebuild it, but we needed content for these 2 weeks. And also, I really wanted something to put my vents into for the time being, and this just made sense too. So, the DMG is still too nice. Yeah, honestly, I probably could put these through the ultrasonic cleaner. I look at them closely and I'm like, I feel like you're a bit dirty. Like you could do with a bit of clean. But anyway, it's all good. Yeah, is nice. Is nice. So we're going to rebuild it with the vents. The stabs are ticking anyway, so we're going to swap out the C3 stabs for Staebies. It's going to be like a AEBoards build, which is nice. Minus the vents. Obviously the vents aren't AEBoard switches, but long term what I might end up doing is building maybe the Naevies in this, so that it is a full AEBoards build. Maybe. When I get something, because eventually I want to put my vents into something like a TKL or whatever, I don't know. But something worthy of the vents. Not that this isn't. It certainly is, but yeah, I have plans, thoughts. I just need to find the right board. I'll know it when I get it. But yeah, I figure before we pull it apart, like we did with the 7V, may as well do a bit of a typing test so we can experience this in this form for one more time. And then we'll get about pulling it apart. But yeah, let's get the cable. Not gonna lie, I'm super tired. Like, I've really enjoyed these past 2 weeks. Being on front page has been crazy. Having said that though, I'm gonna be like, there's a part of me that is gonna be glad when these 2 weeks are over, because 10 streams in 2 weeks plus work is intense. And I'm just like, man, I called my parents today after work. I called my mum. I was like, I thought I should probably call you and, you know, let you know that I'm alive, because you haven't heard from me for like 2 weeks, because I've just been basically streaming or working and not much in between. But you know, it's been fun. It's been fun. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Hamish. That's what I'm thinking too. I was hoping I'd get lucky with the Jane raffle. Alas, that did not happen. But yeah, some kind of nice TKL. Has to be something worthy. Yeah, I could put them in the F1, but I'm happy with the F1 the way it is. So, like, I don't want to really mess that up. I'll find something. Something will come up, and it'll happen. It'll happen. All right, let's do a typing test. They're not lubed so much in a traditional way. I ended up using GHV4 on them because I wanted them to sound a bit different to my other cherry switches, which they do already because they're vents, but I was like, let's mix it up a little bit. So if people who were saying to lube them lightly with, like, you know, maybe a 50-50 combo, no, we're going with GHV4. Stiletto, thank you. I'm keen. I'm excited. So we're gonna do a bit of a partner push. Vince don't miss. Nah, definitely don't. We want typing tests. Where is that? Here. Sick. Let's pause this. Okay. And then I believe I have noise cancellation on. Yes, I do. Turn that off. All right. So this is the current build of the Constellation. It's the 1.5mm plate. We have creams that are lubed with 205. I believe they have 70 gram TX springs in them that are oiled with 105. No films. GMK DMG. C3 stabs lubed with 205. Do I think film material affects the sound? It absolutely does. Yeah, the difference is subtle. I do prefer Deskeys films. over TX films, but you know, your preference may differ entirely. But I think it does affect the sound a little bit. Whew. Valentini, how you doing? Do you think sounds kind of soft? I like it. Yeah, so it's nice. It's nice, this build. It's the creams have been used for long enough that Wings of Nightmares, thanks for the follow. They haven't like been. I broke them in for a couple of weeks before lubing them. Not really long enough to do anything. But they've been used enough since that they're quite nice now. Some of the ones around the modifiers that aren't used as much are a bit on the scratchier side, but not so much that it's a problem. These are quite nice. I like them. And it's built with the gummy O-ring mount. I'll probably stick with the same mounting method because I like it. Anyone get in the LA plus 65? I haven't, mainly because I don't need another 65%. I can appreciate it for what it is, and the fact that it's in stock is nice. I'm not sure if I see them selling out of all of them anytime soon. I guess we'll see what happens. See what happens. I think a lot of people had a bit of an issue with the price of it, but I guess it's the price you pay for the in-stock availability. What about the XOX? Did you end up? No, I didn't end up having the cash for it. I bought the. I did. So I ended up buying the. The Moment instead. But I did like the XOX, and maybe there'll be extras. Maybe I'll be able to get one of those. But yeah, anyone who did get on it is not going to be disappointed. It was a really nice board to type on. I think I feel better about not getting it because I've at least tried it, if that makes sense in some kind of weird way. Like that itch has been satisfied. Skipping the Moment for the derivative. Fair. I just loved the look of the Moment. And the fact that I could get a HHKBM purple, 60% is my preferred layout. So I think the runner said a 200 plus group buy would have put the price down 100 to 150 USD. Oh, really? I find that so hard to believe. But yeah, it is a very low production run. I don't think there's many of them there. And yeah. It's a tough one because I paid 800 USD for this Constellation when it was in stock. So that's a lot in Australia. And at the time it worked out to about 900 or so bucks. It was a lot. And I justified it in that, you know, it was one of my first higher end customs. It was my highest end custom at the time. It was a limited colorway. There was only a handful of the lilacs. And it was in stock. So you got it straight away. You didn't have to wait for a group buy to run. It's harder to justify it's more expensive because it's in stock thing now, because we are seeing some boards that are in stock and very good or fulfilling very quickly. So that argument is going to work less and less. So there's that side of things. But it is true though, the thing with in-stock boards as well, you have to fund that buy or that production yourself. So you spend the money on it, you get the boards made, you put them up for sale. So there's more risk in that involved to you, I think, if you're the group buy runner. If you do a group buy, you're basically saying to people, trust me with your money, and down the track you're going to get a board. And you could make it cheaper if you have a bigger limit, right? So I guess that's part of why you pay more for in stock, but it is tricky. The Krytox boards are going to be in stock in a few weeks. They're going to be really expensive though. Oh yeah, ouch. See, that could possibly be a Vint Black contender, but I also am not going to have money in a few weeks for one of those. So Doc needs to behave. Doc bought a board already this fortnight and needs to not. In stock is a pretty good bottle. Yeah, so exactly. I think it is a good bottle. It's nice to see. Nobody likes the weight, right? There's a soft cafe. Yeah, so, and the moment isn't sold out yet. There was 70 units allocated to Australia on Switch Keys. It was region locked for the first hour, I think. And then after that, you were able to buy it from outside of Australia. Those 70 haven't sold yet. And Canon Keys still has boards available. So I think we're past that COVID hype where boards would just sell out like that all the time. There are still boards that do that, like really hyped ones. But it's easier to get into buys now if you really want a board, if you're there at the start. Get a set of blacks, actually. They're really nice if you buy a lot of extras. They're more inconsistent than average. Oh, okay. Because they're manufactured by Deskeys, the switches by AEBoards. So that's something to consider when you're talking about consistency. I like the raids. Not the raids. The raids are good, but I like the Naevies. I haven't tried the blacks though. Doc needs to be more of a PhD doctor, not a mad doctor. Yeah, that sounds about right. Exactly. The TGR Jane V2. Yeah. So I would love that board. I entered the raffle, missed out, but there's going to be more drops of it, so it doesn't make sense paying aftermarket for that. Just keep trying when there's raffles. Classic Pedro, how you doing? The blacks are close to Vince out of the Vint adjacent switches that I've ever had. Interesting. I'll have to get some and compare. But I picked up the Naevies when I went to the Sydney meet because they were a little bit cheaper than getting them from the store, and then I wouldn't have to pay shipping. So I picked up 80 because they come in packs of 40. So yeah, we'll put them in something. At the moment, they're living in the Praxis IM stock, but they're great switches. I highly recommend them. I did notice when I was pulling apart my Navy R1s, so the first ones, when I was pulling them apart to put the stems inside the cherry clears, I did notice that the stems were a bit inconsistent and some of them had bits of plastic on the end of them. And I think that's something that people have mentioned about Deskeys before, but I also think it's something they've improved on. I haven't lubed these Naevies yet, so when I do, it's something that I'm going to take a really close look at, and I'll be able to give you guys some feedback on the QC of that. I didn't notice that problem with the proto units of the BBN tactiles, and we'll be lubing the BBN tactile production units soon, so we can have a close look. AEBoards says that the switches are nylon top, but they're closer to hybrids. Like, yeah. So, though the plastic kind of combination will differ from manu to manu and switch to switch. So, like, it's not like you say something has a nylon top and it's going to sound like a cherry nylon top, because there's so many things that affect, how that top sounds. Like, is it 100% nylon, or are there other things mixed in with it? What's the combination? What's the mold? What's the thickness of the mold? So many things that could affect it, right? So it's so hard to, and that's why nobody's replicated exactly that cherry switch sound. It's really unique, but we'll see. Maybe one day. But yeah, we're talking about the LA. Let's have a look at it, because we're in no rush to do this tonight. Let's have a look. What's the bet? My window capture from yesterday is not going to work. No, of course it's not. Because, why would it be? Yes. All right, let's try it again. Pro streamer is pro. Doing things on the fly. put this there, that'll do. And then move that down under alerts and whatnot. Cool, that'll do. Alright, so here's Keyboard Treehouse. You might have to get a switch open and check the Pangu V5s. Oh, I haven't heard of those yet. Nobody can replicate the material Cherry uses, so all the BSP clones that they'll never sound like Cherry Tops. Yeah, exactly. Maybe just get the BSP clone and then Cherry Top it. Last I heard, Gion did some custom order from Cherry though. Yeah, I'll be keen to hear about that, because apparently with Cherry, the reason nobody does custom orders for their switches is the MOQ is so high. So it's not really practical for most people that are doing like a custom switch run, which is why we don't see it. So here's the LA Plus. So if you're in Australia, it's 961. So this is pretty much what, you know, not far off what I paid for my Constellation in stock. So, you know, I get the pricing, but it is a lot. There's a few different colorways. I think there was a polycarb version, but I think that is sold out. Yeah, this white blue one's kind of nice. But there's 3 colorways here. So what's our specs? 7-degree typing angle, alloy plate, sandwich pour and gasket mount, full compatibility with the Constellation PCB, blockerless 65. So it's very much like the Constellation in terms of design. Slightly different. It has a bit of a bigger forehead by the looks of it than the Constellation does, but it works with the Constellation PCB. Obviously uses the Constellation feet. Side profile's a little bit different. And the mounting style is just your gasket mounted pour-on strips, whereas the Constellation supports like multiple different layouts, and we can have a look at that when we open it up. It's got a lot of brass in this. It gets pricey. Yeah, so you've got a big hunk of brass. Does it have the brass accents on the side too? I don't think it does, but that huge brass weight is going to add to the cost of it. Yeah, so part push. This is if someone raids us, that's the command we're gonna show people, just so that they can click back to the profile, so they get the refer a raid link gone. How you doing, Thog Thumbs? I'm best not streamer this side of town. Hope you are doing okay, Thog Thumbs. Been well for daily clackers, and to the point I had to get the pink color of them. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I can understand the pricing. The Constellation PCBs aren't cheap, can confirm, because I bought 2 recently. It was ouch. And I believe it'll come with a carry case, won't it? Yeah, comes with the AE bag. The AE bags are pretty nice. So yeah, I can see why it's the price it is. I can see why people are a bit about it. But that doesn't make sense for me to buy this when I've got the Constellation, so that's why I haven't been interested in it, because I'd rather my Constellation. But I'm sure it'd be a really nice board if you got it. They've still got the Praxis, recommend that. They've got all of the V2 switches and the V1 Lex. You wouldn't? Yeah, I can understand why people would be hesitant, particularly with the price. And it's like, yeah, it's a solid board, it's a gasket mount, but there's nothing like that jumps out as like, ooh, this is different and amazing. And I kind of need that to want to buy something. Or it has to, the design has to be really like hit me for me to go, I'm spending money on this. A little bit much money. Yeah, it's a high-end price custom, so it'd have to perform like a high-end custom. Yeah, so they've got them in stock. What else have they got? I was going to pick up a Constellation. So what I was planning to do is I was thinking of getting an alu plate to do with this build, but they've only got like a couple of colorways left in stock. And ideally what I wanted was gold, because I don't think the lilac is going to match the lilac of my board. It looks too purple. So I was like, no, we're not doing that. They did have it in the thick plate, and I was like, I'm not sure I want to go with a thick plate with this build. So I ended up just saying we'll stick with the brass for now and leave it at that. But what I do like about AEBoards is, with the Constellation in particular, they're constantly restocking the plates and the accents, and you can get PCBs fairly easily from them. So, you know, it helps you to have some, you know, kind of I guess, upgradability to your build if you want to, but also having access to PCBs if you need it. So that's cool to see. But yeah, that's Keyboard Treehouse. All right, board. Let's go. Let's start with getting the keycaps off. Where is the DMG box? Probably at the bottom. Most likely. We'll just put the keycaps to the side. Put them in here. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these creams now. Dungus, how you doing? Hope you're having a good Saturday. We're rebuilding my Constellation today. Artisans. Woke up with a nice hangover. Fun. I couldn't, unfortunately. I had to work this morning. I had to work until 1 PM. PC plate option? Yeah, me too. There is, for the Constellation, you could get and I'm waiting for them to restock it. There was an unwhite plate, which I haven't tried, but there was also a thick polycarb plate, which I'm keen to try, and I've just never got around to buying it when they've dropped them. There's quite a lot of patina on this plate. I'll give you guys a heads up. We'll show it off soon. There's probably a fair bit of cat hair there too, if I'm being honest. Each professionally cleaned. Yeah. Yep. Cleaned individually with my ultrasonic cleaner. It was painful. These creams have been beaten up a little bit because I got these creams back when I got my first custom. I purchased a KBD67 Mark II and picked up creams to put in it. I already had Tangies at the time, but I was saving them for my profit. I no longer have the Tangies. Didn't like them. Anyway, I mean, they're fine in some builds, they just weren't for me. But the creams I ended up picking up to put in the KBD67 Mark II because I wanted to try them out. So I've had them since basically I first started lubing switches. When I came to put them in the Constellation, I did go back and revisit the lube job because I wasn't happy with what I did initially with it. So I went back and lubed a bit more of some of the switches and stuff like that. Let's get some of this hair out of the way. Fluff and stuff. And I can show you guys the patina. Yummy, yummy. Come up there. The joys of having pets. Warmy's going to get to experience this now with her kitten. Oh, if you're on Instagram, because I know you said Thok Thumbs, you wanted to see a pic of the kitty. She did post one on Instagram on her stories. Constellation's so lit. You got one box navy? Ooh, nice, nice. This is my first rebuild of the Constellation after having it for how long? And then there's Tempest here that is rebuilt how many times? Times? Holy crap. Alright, so I'll show you guys the patina I've got going on this brass plate. Let's enhance. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. put more on the other side of the plate, but yeah. That patina coming along nicely. Interestingly enough, I haven't stripped the coating off the weight on the back. So now the back doesn't have any patina going on. It's just the PCB, the plate that's got patina on it. Yep. It doesn't even look like there's a cover on it, but a coat on it. But I guess it makes sense seeing as it hasn't patinaed like at all. All right, let's get this open. God, it's been a hot minute since I've opened this thing. I don't think I've ever asked you this. You did the back by accident with PCB cleaner, so I haven't removed a lot of it. Fair enough. Fair enough. What's your favourite mounting style in the Constellation? I don't think I've asked you at Tempest. I'm assuming you've tried them all. Top mount? Okay. I haven't tried top mount because mine didn't come with the screws for top mount, and I just haven't got around to buying them. Because I remember AE was like, these are the screws you need. You can get them from Bunnings or whatnot. And I was like, I'll do it if I can be bothered. And I've just kept it as gummy O-ring, and I like that. So, but I haven't tried anything else. Body screws only. But proto, fair. At least it's easy enough to get more screws. Bunnings, good old Bunnings. Is that patina normal and yeah, so if the brass is unfinished, so if it hasn't got like a coating on it, that is expected. The more you handle the brass, it will happen. Yeah, there's been a lot of them. It's gone from gaskets being everything, which we still see a lot of gasket mounted boards, to gummy O-rings making a huge comeback, which I don't mind because it's my favourite mounting style. Didn't come with a PCB either, I had to wait for PCBs to come out. Oh dang. Yeah, Vince time. It is Vince time. So these are the Vince that I managed to find on eBay that someone was selling for 40 bucks. Yes, $40 Australian. They sold them from a Wise keyboard like in 1980 something or other. And they had them listed for 40 bucks for like, I think they said 110, but I'm pretty sure I only got about 100. I haven't actually counted them. And I was like, you know what? 40 bucks, I literally can't lose. Either I get scammed and these are just crap cherry switches, or they're actually Vince and I've hit the jackpot. And then hopefully they're good Vince. So I figured, why not? I'll buy them and see what happens. Anyway, so I bought them. I had a $5 discount for eBay, so 35 bucks for like 100 Vince. And most of them actually worked. There was a handful that probably need new leaves, but enough for at least a TKL that worked and were nice. And some of them are even nicer than like the rest of them. They're quite smooth. So actually got pretty lucky. And I've lubed them with GHV4. And yeah, we'll see how they sound in the board. I'm excited. But it was a bit of a steal. Alright, so Constellation top comes off like this. So you'll see that it has the ability to support multiple different mounting styles. You can do a top mount situation. So there's screw points here corresponding to the plate mounting points. So you can do top mount. You can do gasket mounted. So pour-on strips can go in here and underneath the plate. This is tape modded as well, actually. So you can do gasket mounting. It's set up with gummy O-ring at the moment. So I put the O-ring around the PCB plate there. And so that mounts on these bits here. So. And you can also do sandwich mount with the thicker plates. I don't think I've missed any of them. I might compare to... I've not tried them. I've not tried those lubes. There's not many places that stock them. How you doing, Mr. Body Massage? So we'll obviously have to take this tape mod off. I found the tape mod worked really nicely with the Constellation. It's one of the few boards where I've done it and I've gone, yeah, this is a good idea. So we might put it back on again after we've rebuilt it. We'll see how it sounds. It is the board that birthed the tape mod. It is. So when Tempest decided that it was an idea that worked. Side, make more space. All right. So the Constellation is one of those boards too that even though it is has the ability to do a gummy O-ring mount, you don't have to use clip-in stabs for the gummy O-ring mount. I've had screw-in stabs the whole time and it's been fine. It's one of the few boards where you can get away with that. It's nice. This is back when I was using just solder from what's its face from JCar. There you go. So this is obviously the original PCB. There's new ones out now. What did they change? Did they change much? I did notice. At least part of a dead sounding board, just like the Keycap. Yeah. So it is. It's a very. It hasn't got a lot of case resonance. It's very, like, it's a very solid board. It sounds clean, but yeah, you would love a flex cut free. Yeah, so I think probably the tape mod is mainly just covering those flex cuts. Probably makes a big difference for it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, cool. The other thing I did notice with the so the first Constellation, this switch, they've fixed this for round 2, but this switch does sit a little bit higher. And the first time I noticed it, I desoldered the switch and reflowed it, trying to fix the damn thing, and then realized that other people had the same issue and it wasn't something I'd done wrong. This tape was too wide, so I tried to board without the flex cut. Still worked. Interesting. All right. It's going very well. I haven't stopped using it since we modded it, which is funny because since we've modded it, we've rebuilt the 7V and the Prophet, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't. The 7V plateless it's not for me. I need to rebuild it again, but we'll get to that. We'll do it at some point. But yeah, I think I prefer the polycarb plate, so I'll probably rebuild it with that again. To be honest, maybe with the same switches, give them another shot in the polycarb plate, and see if that's more to my liking. Because the switches are nice. I like the switches. I haven't polyfilled it or cottoned it. I haven't tried that, so maybe I could before I decide to pull it apart and rebuild it. Give it a go. Have to before you. Okay, yeah. We'll speak. Listen to Tempest. He knows the way when it comes to 7Bs. He knows the way. All right, let's get out the desoldering gun. Some space. Need those stabs later. Still got these Pokemon cards sitting here from when we had the Macas on stream. I didn't have plateless without them on. Yeah, it just doesn't excite me, plateless. Like the typing feels nice, but it honestly felt pretty good with the polycarb plate. So it was just the sound wasn't quite there for me, plateless. So yeah, maybe I'll try that. I didn't think tape modding it was gonna help. It's like, I don't think that's the sound I want. All right. Both you pods are built of PC now? Yeah. Do you prefer the flex plate or just the standard polycarb plate? Try not to drop everything. Ah, nice, nice. I have an alley plate. I haven't built with it yet. The first, I was gonna say Constellation. The first 7 feet build I did was with the alley plate for a client, and I liked it, so I got one. Whether I'm gonna use it or not, I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, I've only got the standard PC plate. How you doing, Keegan? Alright. See what mood the desoldering gun is in today. Did I put the noise cancellation back on? That I did. Sweet. Alright. Patina. Trying to chill middle. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. And a very stressful day at work this morning. But now we're relaxing building keeps, you know, so it's happy days. Happy days. What a way to finish a Saturday. Alright. See how this goes. I could be sorting fairly cleanly, so. Sweet. Thinking of rebuilding your Rift Key 6.5? What have you got in it currently? I do have a Milmax PCB we could use for this, but I'm also just happy to solder the switches in. If I just use the Milmax one, it'll be a very quick stream. And that's no fun. So we won't do that. CJs, can't think of one per linear. Ah, nice. Yeah, CJs are standard length, aren't they? CJs aren't bad. Don't mind them. Not sure how I feel about this, maybe the sound is not my preference. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. This is the feeling I have with so many switches. It's my current frustration with the BBNs. Like, they're great, but the sound preference is, the sound is just not there for me. doesn't look very cleanly desoldered. No, maybe it was actually. Certainly does make the job quicker, although Tempest can probably hand desolder a PCB pretty damn quick. I wouldn't be surprised. It's like, quicker you say? Not me. How's being a dad treating you? Is it 18 minutes or something like that? That's not bad actually. That's not bad. Expert at getting giggles out of it now. Sick. Nice. If I had extra hands, I could be that fast. Practice, practice. Oh, that definitely is not. Probably will give this PCB a bit of a clean, to be honest. Done. Lastness, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you're here from the front page of Twitch, welcome. My name's Carly, I'm the Switch Doctor. Today we're building a keyboard, which we do a lot of here. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Happy to answer. Oh, change this filter. Right now what we're doing is desoldering switches from this PCB so we can replace them with other switches. Getting there slowly, guys. So I'm using a desoldered ACO FR301 to desolder these switches. You can do them manually as well with a solder sucker. I'd recommend, if you're looking to get a solder sucker for yourself, the SSO2 is really good. You can get away with something cheaper, certainly, but the SSO2 does work really well. This just makes it overall quicker, the FR301. Helps if you do soldering a lot of boards, but it's not a necessary purchase by any means. Sounds like it's full. Hoping we'd make it through the whole thing before I have to empty it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, it's just all at the bottom. Roughly. Let's pop in. Better? Quite as well as I'd like. Better? Any of those resistors are the ones I need for that PCB. I need to fix. I have 2 spare PCBs. Get entirely cleaned out. All right. One more switch to go, guys. Nice. Let's see how we went with getting these out. God, I forgot how tight this piece plate is. Your fingers being so close to the eye scares me. Don't worry, I've done that before. Creams. Yeah. Creams do be chunky. Like, you can actually see the discoloration of the plate where it's been like exposed to the environment and where it's been covered. Have a look at that. It's like got a tan. That's funny. That is funny. I hate it when they're tight like this because it's hard to tell if you've desoldered it cleanly enough because it like is tight anyway in the PCB plate. I mean, could be either or, I guess, but it's definitely the plate in this case. Oof. We're gonna have a sore hand by the end of this, I think. Some of them come out straight away. Others are like, yeah. Chunky chaos switches. Let's go. These desoldered. Actually, pretty cleanly. What to say? Woo. Oh, Lord. So creams are still one of my favourite switches. They get a lot of hate for being scratchy, but I've always liked them. Bit of TLC, they're pretty good. But everybody has different levels of tolerance for scratch, and for me, like, if the sound is otherwise good, it doesn't bother me as much. I think creams are one of those switches too. If you put heavier springs in them, it really helps with how they feel. A little bit of scratch. Yeah, I don't mind it. If you want a perfectly smooth switch, like, you'll go and get like some of the new ones out there. I feel like nowadays a lot of switches are so smooth that they almost have less character. Like, nothing sounds like a cream. And nothing sounds like a cherry black, right? You know, like a cherry switch, so. Oh. One way to get a hand cramp. We're gonna have to find a container to put these in. I bought a bunch of containers from Woolies because they were on sale, the ones that I use. But I don't have a spare one. BBKBs, how you doing? What solder recommends that's good for switches and SMD diodes? I use the Kestar. Oh, what's the? Let me just double check the thing of it. So it's the 6337, and that's the no clean one specifically, just because it has the no clean flux in it. So I use that. In terms of the size of this is, I think it's 0.6, yeah. I have used 0.8 previously. The thinner one is a little bit easier to use for your diodes, and is that the one available? It might be the one available at Switchkeys. I'm not sure what the diameter of that one is. I got this from Custom KBD when they restocked. But the thinner diameter does make it a little bit easier to use with the SMD diodes. And if you're doing like finer work like mil-maxing, but you can use the thicker diameter one. It just is a little bit more finicky. There we go. Oh, there's like lube has come out of the switches. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, no worries. But I highly recommend the Kester. It is more expensive, but it works quite well. Oh, there's like bits on the brass. Ew. Lovely. That's something else. Just give this plate a bit of a rough off now that it's free of switches. You don't regret it at all? So what did you get up? What did you get instead of it? I like this chair, but like it's been pretty comfortable for me, but I also don't work from home and spend like hours and hours and hours and hours in it, so it's fine for me. But I'm sure there is something more like ergonomic out there. One of those desky chairs. Ah, nice. Just pop them in here for the moment. Okay, so the brass plate aside for the minute. We're going to give this a clean, I think. Oh, look at the desk. Oh man, this looks vacuuming. Brush it onto the floor. It's fine. Back issues? Yeah. Okay, yeah, you don't want to join them. Back issues are not fun. Alright, so important to give this a clean before I pack it up or I'll hate myself later. So we're just going to make sure while it's still warm, we clean out the nozzle. Good, and then clean out this bit. I realise you can't really see what I'm doing, but the Secret Labs chair is still definitely 100% more comfortable than what I had before it. I will say that. Use this as well just to clean out any stuff that's stuck in the nozzle. Definitely getting this bigger nozzle was 100% worth it. Such filth. Alright. There's not too much in there because we just emptied it. almost be easier to just leave this till next time because there isn't much there, but there we go, got it. Sick. You got decent posturing. My posture is shocking. Posture is shocking. When I was at work once, one of my workmates took a photo of me and like made a meme. And I looked at it and I was like, oh my god, that is the worst photo ever. Also, my posture is horrible. I was like, please delete that. Please delete that. That shall never see the light of day. Okay, yeah, it is a very heavy chair. Did you just get the Amiga, or did you have the Titan? Alright, we can turn that off now and let it cool. Amiga, yeah, mine's the Amiga. Cool. Let's put this to the side. So we'll take these stabs off and then we are going to give it a clean. Did I put it back? No, it's up there. It nearly went flying. Thematic FN, thanks for the follow, welcome. So I'm just gonna chuck these. They've served me well, but they can go now. So C3 stabs aren't bad. I actually used to like them quite a lot. And these have for the most part been pretty good, but the space bars have started to tick. I could plug the butt and get a bit more time out of them, but I'm upgrading all of my boards to Staebies or TX now, so it doesn't make sense for me to keep these. There goes the screwdriver. Good job, Doc. Good job. Oh. So far to the ground. Good job. Ugh, lube. I just have enough Staebies left in this one kit to build this board. And then I'll be almost out of Staebies. I'll have some polycarb ones left. I prefer the nylon. We tested the other stream, the difference between the two to see if there was a sound difference, and there actually is quite a noticeable sound difference. I didn't think there was, but there actually is. So there you go. I'm gonna wipe this lube off the PCB, but we are gonna clean it anyway. And what we're gonna do, I don't have a mat on here other than the mat that's already on it. Oh, get away from the hot thing. We'll improvise. Easy. We'll get this to the side again because I don't want to spray isopropyl on that. And this is 99% isopropyl, so quite strong. This is what I use to clean PCBs. So you can get this from JCar. It's not as cost effective as getting a big bottle of the stuff, but if you get a big bottle of stuff next time around to refill it, this spray bottle is very handy. And then I just get a toothbrush. I probably really should get a new one if I'm being honest, because this is being used a lot. And you just give the PCB a scrub with the toothbrush, and this loosens up all that flux residue. If you leave it at this, it will be sticky. So you need to take some more steps after spraying. You can also get PCB cleaner specifically, that will work just as well as isopropyl. It tends to have isopropyl with other stuff added to it, so you could look into that as well, but isopropyl is generally pretty cheap. It does the job. You should try and avoid getting this on your hands though, because it will dry the crap out of your fingers. I can tell you that. And this just helps you get the stubborn boogers off the PCB. I'm probably not going to bother cleaning this when we resolder it, just because the solder I'll be resoldering with is no clean. The concern with other solders that are not no clean, in terms of the flux they've got in it, is that you can get corrosion on the PCB eventually if you don't clean it. So it's something to keep in mind. Okay, so that should loosen it up fairly well. Brush the PCB, yeah. Then we'll get the cloth, which is on the floor because that's the place for the cloth. Is it this one we used? I think it is. I have a pile of cloths down there I need to clean. And then spray the PCB again. Get your cloth, and you want to just wipe that residue off. You can also spray the cloth directly, it does the same thing. Get any cavities? Yeah. You don't want that flux causing cavities. And so if it's still sticky after doing this, you might have to go over it another time. But this will be how you get rid of the stickiness if you're finding your PCBs are sticky after cleaning them. Pretty well. That's pretty good. And then I'm just going to do the other side as well, just by spraying the cloth and wiping. Just because of the lube and residue and stuff that I have on it, so just to give it a fresh start. Alright. Simple as that. Yeet. Yeah, this brush has seen better days. It's a bit... Yeah, definitely don't brush your teeth with that. That's gross. It is grotty. So that's how you do the PCB cleaning. Now you have a fresh PCB. Have a look. Enhance. So now it's pretty clean. And there's not much flux residue there now. Yeah. Yeah. Ready to use again. So clean! How you doing, Frank? Oh. Focus. Clean PCBs are clean. Doing good? Nice. Nice. Tired? I know that feeling. We're officially doing a partner push, Frank. We're doing a partner push. Because I unlocked the ability to apply for partner today, which is super exciting. But I have to wait a couple of weeks before I can apply. So my plan is to try and keep the numbers up for maybe like a month or so before I consider applying. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. As long as we can keep hitting that 75 medium. I don't know how we're going to go, but like we'll push for it. We'll see how we go. Get the word out there. Me and Gioran can push at the same time. We'll see who beats who to get there. He'll probably beat me. His viewer count's more consistent than mine. But thank you, front page. Thank you for making it possible. All right, let's get some stabs. But yeah, let's go. I'm psyched. I'm psyched. But yeah, I checked it today, and because for some reason it takes like a little bit for it to update and say, you don't like Staebies, do you? You don't like, I don't think you like Staebies. It takes a little bit for it to update how many days you've streamed. So it was saying like I had 11 out of 12 for a while, and I was like, oh, is it gonna do I have to stream tonight and worry about my numbers again? And then it was like, you've made it. And I was like, oh no, I've done it. I don't have to worry about it now. Yay. But yeah, we're going in the full AEBoards build today. I did actually straighten this wire, chat, not gonna lie. Normally I don't bother, but the only reason I did with this one is I remember I tried this particular wire with the client's board, and it was one that came with their Staebies, and I ended up using one of my 6.25U wires. I need a 6.25U wire for this, and this is the only one I have left, so I was like, I'm gonna have to straighten the balked wire. And so I have. Normally I don't bother, but I did it today for this one because I want it to sound good. It's like, well, I'm stuck with it. I have to use it. This is what's happening. The 2Us should be fine. Normally fine. Is what it is. Yep, that's okay. We only need 3. All right. So yeah, full transparency, I did something I don't normally do. I'm not really big on wire straightening. Hopefully for the new round of Staebies, they've fixed the wire straightness issue. But time will tell. I haven't got any of the new ones to compare. And I'm not worried about this set being compatible with PBT because GMK DMG lives on this board, so it should be fine. All right. That's basically everything out of that. All right. Let's lube some stabs. You. We can use 205 and BDZ. There will be some people that say you can't use BDZ on Staebies. You can, you just got to be careful with how much you use. I like the sound of BDZ on wires, so I use it. I use it on TX stabs as well. YOLO. Hey, Al, how you doing? BDZ, love BDZ. Yeah, BDZ is best. Constellation, yeah, we're rebuilding my Consti. We've desoldered it and given the PCB a bath. It's nice and clean. It's got a smooth baby bottom now. Back from dinner with the fam. Oh, what did you have for dinner? That's an early dinner. I had a bowl of cereal before stream because I was going to have like a dinner, and then I was like, I'm not really ready to have dinner. I'm just going to have a bowl of... Oh, Chinese? Damn. I'm jealous. Oh my god, that picture with Tim in it. And Frank, have you seen that picture? Surely you have. Surely you have. Oh. You have Chinese right now? I'm one of those people that I don't love Chinese food. I have to be in the mood for it because I'm not a huge fan of the richness of the flavors, and I'm very picky with what I like to eat. But I do love deep fried ice cream. That is like, every time we used to go out as a family to get like a banquet or something, I'd be like, I'm coming provided I can get my deep fried ice cream. And then I will be there. Fam devoured all the dishes. Damn. Mainland Chinese, we order dishes and share the bowl of rice. Oh. I like beef and black bean, but it is definitely not good for my gut, which makes me sad. Tanya, hello. Lurk away. Thanks again for all your help with the social media stuff. I nearly forgot to update it today, but I did it 4 hours beforehand. Everyone should go give Tanya a follow. She's an absolute legend. Very active on Instagram right now, not so much on Twitch, but doing some nice stuff on Instagram. Yeah, no worries. The Constellation is one of those boards I don't ever see myself selling. It's a very nice board. Thoughts on the new Mario trailer? Oof. Oof. On one hand, I'm really excited for it. You know, like, Jack Black as Bowser slays. That is a great casting choice. I'm here for it. But, you know, and in terms of the animation style, like the visuals of it, it all looks fantastic. Very excited. But Chris Pratt as Mario, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know why they thought he was a good choice. It's jarring. Like, it's really jarring. And if you contrast it with the French version, I don't know if you've seen the French dub of the trailer, the Mario voice actor for the French dub is amazing. Like, it's, even though I can't understand a word that he's saying, it sounds more like Mario to me just from listening to it. And I'm not sure why they thought Chris Pratt was the appropriate choice. So yeah, it's one of those things. I'm like, oh, I'm excited for it, but I'm also like, I think that's going to annoy me the whole way through the movie, but we'll see. Like, I heard some people saying it was like he was trying to do like a bit of a Brooklyn style accent. Which, okay, maybe he was, but I'm still like, it's not the same. Like, it's still not Mario. And I feel like that might alienate a lot of people. But I'm interested to hear your thoughts, chat. Have you got any strong thoughts about the Mario trailer? About the casting of Chris Pratt as Mario? I'm interested in having a discussion. I'm open-minded enough that I will probably see it because, like I said, I'm excited for it. But I have some serious reservations. Not sure it was the correct choice. But anyway, one of those things. You don't mind the new take on it? Yeah, I'll give it a chance. I won't get the pitchforks out just yet. Yeah, so, I mean, it's like trying to find that line, right? Where it'd work but it wouldn't be too over the top. Won't have any issues if you don't watch it. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Wouldn't have liked to hear this. Yeah, so like, I feel like if they had have gotten a voice actor that had maybe that like Italian heritage or something like that to portray it, so like it had that kind of accent without it being dramatic and overdone, I feel like that would have been better. And also, having said that, the same way, you know, Chris Pratt, if he had have come out doing like a full-on Italian-like accent, I feel like that would have been worse and totally not appropriate. It'd be like, excuse me? So it's a bit of a tricky one. But I did find it a bit jarring watching the trailer. Charlie Day as Luigi though, yeah, that's a good choice. I'm here for that. Or they could have used the original voice actor. They could have, yeah. New York, yeah. That exactly. It didn't sound like Mario to me. Jersey accent would have been funny as fuck. Yeah. That there would have been a way to put a spin on it for it to be, you know, relatable enough. But I guess we've only seen the trailer, right? We haven't seen more. So a couple of lines. That's exactly, yeah. It would be, yeah, so the original voice acting would have been a bit much for the whole movie, I agree. Particularly if you're watching a whole bunch of dialogue back and forth using it. I'm also pretty hyped for the Velma HBO series. I'm keen for that. Love my Scooby-Doo. Gimme. Yeah. Have you seen the trailer for that? Or the announcements regarding that? You about to? It's like a BRB checking out the trailer. Like, it's only a very short teaser, so it doesn't give you a lot, but we know who the voice actors are going to be, and what the characters are going to look like, which has created some controversy because people be people, but you know, people don't like change, people don't like things being different, and we were talking about this with Mario, but you know. Anyway, that looks good, and I feel like HBO tend to do their animated series tend to be pretty good, so I'm hopeful. Adult animated series, yeah, I'm down. Gimme. Kind of like, you know, like Harley Quinn, I guess. Yeah, have hope. I have no idea how to pronounce that username, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Assuming it's not a bot username, it could be. Account created 2 minutes ago. It's a bit sussy. So what I'll probably do is, to the person that just followed, assuming you're a real person, comment in chat or you might get banned. Probably. This looks adult for sure. Yeah. I'm like, gimme. Been quite a few bots recently, actually. I will hover over the ban button. It's to ban. I think they've had a pretty good chance to comment in chat, so I'm a bit suspicious. Great, how you doing? Cool, alright. See you, bot. Bye. Welcome. Hope you've had a good Saturday so far. Snoopog, how you doing? Hope you're having a good Saturday too. Probably enough lube on that. Sick as a dog, fever, migraine, a bit of... Oh no, have you got the Rona? Or just one of the things that are going around at the moment? Hope you feel better soon. No fun. Just trying to wake up so the jury's out of status of the day. The day is young. It has the ability to go either way. Right, I think. Well, I hope you feel better quickly. No fun being sick. Actually, I didn't wear my mask at work today, and I'm like, this was a choice. We'll see what happens. So I'm like the only person who's still been wearing it. Watch me get sick in a week's time. It'll happen. They're like, God damn it. Gotta live on the edge, and this is what happens. Alright. Get these screwed on. We're gonna need the smaller bit for the pin with the plate. It's this one. One day I will remember what size bit the Staebies use. And I won't have to check each one. This one. I'm glad that they've moved away from these silicone washers for the Staebies, because they're a little bit annoying how they all stuck together. First world problems, of course, but 2, 4, 6. There we go. Be hair all over it. Oh dear. So the Constellation does have a fixed layout in terms of the bottom row. So it's 6.25U only, which may or may not be your preference for a 65. You can do split backspace though, and step caps if you want to. I normally will go 7U, but I don't mind 6.25U on a 65. It's passable for me. That's one of the things we were discussing with the Corsair by Matrix, is it is a fixed bottom row layout as well, so 6.25U only. I'm not so much annoyed by that as I am about it being a hot swap only, because I'd be tempted to get it if it wasn't for that. Maybe I'll still look into trying to get one, but I don't know if I can see myself keeping it long if it's hot swap only. Tim. Also, yeah, happy birthday to Tim. He's not here to hear me say that, but it was his birthday today, and he had a stream this morning. Oh, that was super delayed. That was super delayed. What are you doing, Truefire? That is just gonna stay on the screen. The hell? You always break it a bit. It's just having a moment. It's having a moment. Do be having a moment. And it's like, I haven't got heaps of things running, so I don't know what the problem is. What? Yeah, I was so sad I had to work and couldn't watch his stream this morning. I was like, can I still donate money? I'll do it after. He raised heaps. I totally missed the update of him doing charity as well. I was like, oh, sick. That's cool. Here for that. Alright. Go over there. We have stabs in. Now, these are 3 pins with the I believe. Yeah, they are. So, we'll see how tight they are in the... Ooh, Staebies. Staebies, are you going to actually work with this plate? Or are we going to have a problem on our hands? I have a problem on our hands, chat. Do I have a file? It's like I'll get these on, they're never coming off. Me? Hold that thought. Hey, cheese? Man. Holy shit. These might be too tight to use. Oh, it's like scuffed the side of the Staebies. Hello? Video games do be lagging? I wonder why. How bizarre. Let me try one. Oh, it's in caps lock. My bad.
Hello there.
Oh, that one was okay. Huh. Yeah, maybe it'll sort itself out eventually. I'm assuming this is probably a known issue. Let me see. Check the Discord. I imagine it's probably something they fixed for the new PCBs. Because obviously these were made before Staebies were a thing. Where's Keyboard Treehouse? Here it is. I'm sure this is a great face, but anyway. Oh, what? There's like nothing written on it. Staebies tight. Oh, that's really weird. Okay. Or are we looking in... Huh. Alright. Alright, we'll see what we can do. I think I do have a file. I might be able to just file down the metal a little bit, which is going to be messy, but as I worry because they are so tight. One, if I get them on, get the plate on, it's might not be the stabs might not work well. Two, it's going to be damn near impossible to get off. So, BRB. I'll be right back. I'll see what I've got. Right, this is our solution. This is really a crafting stream now. Let's go. Let's put some paper towel on here, because this is going to get messy, I think. This is going to get messy. Cover the vents. Save the vents, save the PCB. Oh god, I can't believe I'm doing this to this plate. Surgery time. Oh lord. Is it working? I think it is. I'm like, how much do I need to take off? I don't know. We are building this keyboard. Damn it. This is another thing that I wouldn't do if it was a client board, but I'm happy to do to my own. I actually bought this plate for this file for the daily because it had the PCB issue, where the PCB was the wrong. It didn't fit in the case. I don't think I'm going to need to take too much off. I'm waiting for someone to come in and be like, what are you doing? Oh god, what are you doing to me, Epsy? Is Epsy's charity stream tomorrow? I think it is. Yes? Okay, good. Yeah, I think the problem is, Valentini, is that when they made this, Staebies weren't a thing. The Staebies do not fit in this plane. And I want to use Staebies, so we are getting the file out. Which have the stabs? Oh my god. Well, these are artisan stab cutouts now. Artisan stab cutouts. Ah, I see. No, 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 no. Thank you again. Don't have to worry about backspace because we're doing split. God, I hope this doesn't take much because my hand is going to be sore. Trying to make my sequence file come out with the JSON file with block. Oh no. Sensory hell? Could be worse. Let's see if that's made a difference. What I'm going to do is test it with one of these housings. Okay. Okay, that's a difference. Wait. I didn't think it needed much. Thick. Yep. Alright, we Gucci. We Gucci. They didn't need much. Awesome. File saves the day again. Let's go. There's little bits of brass on that stab now, but oh well. I think I'd get another use for that file anytime soon, but there you go. Just get the brass shavings off of it. It doesn't even look like I've done anything to it as well. You couldn't even tell. Nice. There we go. Alright. Let's just check with the PCB. I love how I haven't tested the PCB either. I'm just like, YOLO. Gucci. I think we're good. Okay. Sick. Alright. Problem solved. Ugh. Let's go. All right. Test the stabs. But even though it's 3-pin, the plate is like tight enough now that it doesn't matter. Good for spacebar. Cherry picking be fun. That's good. How many bent pins? Jesus. Oh, sweet. Test these stabs. Yes, let's go. Let's go, let's go. All right. Have a listen to. So they sound good to me. Staebies win again. Let's go. Let's go. Let's put the rest of these switches in. And again, we'll probably do a bit of cherry picking while we're at it. Let's just do this. Do this. Some of these are really nice. Flex cuts annoy me on this PCB so much. How you doing, Grizzy? You missed out on us filing the PCB. The plate, I mean, not the PCB. Do some DIY. Yeah, we're going fancy today with some Vint Blacks. These are my $40 eBay Vint Blacks. Yeah, not the PCB. I have had to file a PCB before, but you've got to be careful because you don't want to inhale that shit. So I did it outside with a mask on and everything. But that's what I actually bought that file for.
Watch your profanity.
Did I swear? Jesus. I don't even notice when I do it. Like, really. Fucking. Is that covered as... I mean, technically it probably is, but I don't know if, like, front page would care about it. Depends on the intent, yeah. Good, this one's good. So I'm cherry picking the alphas. The rest I'm not too concerned about. Alphas to be nice. Although most of these are pretty good, and I feel like the GHV4 did a pretty good job at evening them out. Bent pin there. I guess the question is, are Vint Blacks worth it? In my case, for 40 bucks, yes. Any more than that, I'd feel it hard to be justified. Why I kind of want to find a board to put them in that, you know, it's a really nice board to put them in, just because I don't plan on going out and buying more of them. Like, these will probably be the only Vints I have. Unless I can get my hands on another board to desolder for not too much. Fully transition to the GMK game. Nice. I do like my GMK. Legend is still better on yeah. It is definitely compared to JTK. Has really thick molds. They do, yeah. Same with PBT than ABS. Fork. That's Sumi for the top row, just because of the situation with flex cut. Plate Foot Queen, check out Sumi's website. Mr. Body Massage, we had to do some plate surgery. I had to get out the old file because turns out this OG Constellation plate was way too tight on the Staebies. So I was like, what do we do? I have a file, let's file it. Thankfully didn't have to take too much off and it slipped on there, and they sound pretty good, so problem solved. Got there in the end. So the build is going well. Yeah, brass can be really tight. It's a pretty tight plate, this one. I imagine the newer Constellation plates are probably designed with Staebies in mind. Whereas this older one, it was pre-Staebies, so makes sense. But yeah, we're doing a bit of cherry picking, but overall these are pretty nice. Designers go ham with the Pantone saturation. That felt like a bent pin. You get a lot of muted sets. Oops. I hate it when the Switch films do that. Oh my lord. Pain in the ass. The downside of Deskeys films. Can you not? Oh my god, it bent again. Are you kidding me? Oh my Lanta. See it from peripheral vision, I think that's insane. Interesting. Haven't considered that before. I'll have to do the whole one pin at a time thing again. Like every build this during this showcase has been the one pin at a time situation. So keen to use these in build. So keen. Gotta find me some vent blacks. I just got really lucky with these, I think. So I don't want to pay like exorbitant amounts for them. I think that's a bit silly. Yeah, you too? Yeah. They do get kind of... It is a bit of a rip-off sometimes. You have to get the lube broken in solutions too. I do think the R&D KBD Ultra Glides and whipped creams are very good. I do recommend those. So unbroken ones, yeah, like the whipped creams. I think they're worth it, but it is expensive getting them over here from Canada. You think Acca has them now? Or do they? Oh, POM switches. Gatoron does have some POM switches, yeah. Okay, we can do 3 all POMs. Yeah, none of them hit like creams though. I think. The Bingsy switches on Magic Keys too. Yes, there is. Haven't tried those. Good. Alright, we're nearly done. Okay, don't care too much about these switches on the side, to be honest. need to be as nice. Work, we're happy. All right. Stuff everywhere. Oh, plate forks can go away. Okay. We're going to do a check for the pins. See if we bent any others. Looking pretty good. Yeah, I think we're Gucci. Wandava, how you doing? Wandakva, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good. We're rebuilding my Constellation with Vint Blacks right now. So I'm excited. I'm excited to use these in a build. Got Staebies in there. Had to do some plate surgery, but we got there in the end. We're going to start soldering shortly. What I do need to do is I need to plug in my soldering iron. So I'm going to be right back. I need more power points. That's what I need. 100%. It's problematic. Oh man, kidney stones are the worst. That's no fun. I hope that gets sorted out quickly. How you doing, Epsy? All ready for tomorrow? The lack of water? God, I need to drink more water. What is it? You know what I think it is? I wonder if this has got to do with my PowerPoint. Because, like, if I turn something on, the camera flickers. Maybe it's got to do with the PowerPoint. I think I need to fast forward that new PowerPoint installation. Can't be a coincidence. Surely not. Power stability? It's probably... Yeah. Must be. I need to get another PowerPoint in this room because I've got so much on one PowerPoint it is actually kind of concerning. I have got permission from the landlord to install another one though, so... That's why you thought it was my PSU? No, it's not. I don't think it's the PSU is a very good PSU. It was like a platinum... So many more watts that I needed. So it's definitely not that. It's probably the fact that I have one PowerPoint and way too much mounted to it. I'm plugging the heater the same place as my computer just in case. Ah, okay. Yeah, so... Okay, maybe I'll fast track that, the new, PowerPoint. See how much it's going to cost me. So yeah, we'll do one pin at a time and reflow. Daisy chain to mesh will cause issues. That's probably what the problem is, Mr. Body Massage. Because, stupidly, someone thought having one PowerPoint in this room was appropriate. So on one PowerPoint, I have everything connected to it. Everything. And I find that if I plug in something different, it causes things to... You have to pay, yeah, you have to pee kidney stones out. That's bad. It is what amperage is. What are we talking about? What amperage is what rated for? Yeah, it'd be I think it might be that, because I'm starting to notice that pattern of plugging something different in and things going to shit. So close to everything. Had to make up something for Ruby's dream journal. So if you have a hydro, it doesn't mind blowing fuse. In our case, the power can be reached at a max natural and set electrical ready once. Ah. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you've got to pee them out of a very tiny tube, so it's not a fun experience. Not a fun experience. Like, I don't need to experience it to know that it would be fun. Just the anatomy of it. So I sympathise. But I'm also not an electrician. Yeah. I guess step one will probably be getting that extra power point installed and then seeing if it makes a difference. I'm sure it will, just not having to you know, have so much stuff loaded on one power point. Cringing from the kidney stone. Oh, man. Sympathy pains. Get a cycle and generator. So like cycle while I stream. And lose weight at the same time. Doctor told me pregnancy pain's better than kidney stones? Damn, no way. Well, maybe they just say that though because, you know, after you give birth, you have like a child that you've grown to admire and to help you forget the pain. Whereas with a kidney stone, you're just giving birth to a chunk of mineral that you can't do anything with. Like, so like, of course you're not going to be filled with warm fuzzies when you pass that. I made a baby stone. I will call it Fred. Fred is my friend. Chugging water? I need to drink more water, oh lord. I am so bad at drinking water. Baby stones in the past? Oh wow, okay. There you go. Because, you know, people go and have kids again, so like, you know, they obviously forget how bad it is. Thanks to the hydrate, Al. Ugh. Chug too much. It's got bones apparently. Ugh. Like a call for lifestyle change? Yeah. Not drown. Do not drown. It's bad for you. Man, I need to be better. I need to be better. I'm trying. Just my gut in general. I like eat the right food so I'm not constantly hating myself. I have to manage my IBS better. Less water and more soda. I don't drink a lot of soda, at least. I'm just bad at staying hydrated in general. So I don't think we'll need to do a lot of straightening with this just because the switches are fairly tight. It's Bolker's interest is loving the hell out of refined sugars. Yeah. Like, I don't mind soft drink occasionally, but I definitely don't have it daily. Definitely don't. But I probably have more tea and coffee than I should compared to water. Could be better in that department. Even scientists, yeah. What's this water you speak of? I know, right? So definitely worth doing this because I'm feeling a lot of them kind of click into place a bit better. Because these obviously don't have the switch pins to, or the switch legs to help get them into place. And you've got a PCB with flex cuts combined with a stiff ass brass plate, so it's worth taking this extra. I didn't do this last time I built the Constellation, and I could tell as I was desoldering that the switches weren't seated as perfectly as they could. So it just goes to show like how much I've learned about building boards since I first built my Constellation. Always things to learn. Reading a book. All these big brands put the right amount of refined sugar so that you get great sensation come back to them. Of course they do. Of course they do. Guess that that dopamine release, you know, makes you come back wanting more. Mama. Touch hot solder joints, it burns your finger. What a surprise. Ooh. These ones are not as bad. Oh, that one needed to go a little bit. So, flex cuts again. These ones near the flex cut. Are they good or overrated? You can get good vintage blacks and you can get bad vintage blacks. I think if you can get good ones for a good price, they're worth it. If you pay a fortune for shit ones, they're not. It's probably the Lampier annoying. Thanks for the follow. Welcome. So many viewers. Yeah, Andromeda, how you doing? But yeah, I like the sound of cherry switches, so for me getting some vintage blacks was worth it, but I also managed to get these for a ridiculously cheap price, so I got very lucky. I probably wouldn't pay ridiculous money for Vint blacks unless I knew they were good. I'd just get some Ultra Glides and spend the extra on those. Which generally, once you lube them, they're pretty good. Only worth getting for one board only. I mean, aren't vet blacks because they use a lot. So there's an argument. There's an argument that it's a combination of things. That one, they're either broken in, so they've been used a lot and they're smooth, or the molds they're different. Like Epsy said, their molds are different. They're newer. They haven't been abused as much, so the switches are smoother stock to begin with. And they definitely sound different, yeah. So these definitely do sound different. Yeah, you kind of need to get good ones. Like for me, spending $40 on these was like I couldn't really lose. Because if they were good, then yay, and if they weren't, well, it was only $40. Automod. Automod thinks Valentini is being racist. Sounding than regular blacks. Thanks, Automod. Yeah, so I like them, but yeah, I wouldn't buy them again without knowing what I was getting. Exactly, that's the thing, One Dark Fire, like, you know, and that whether it's worth or not is going to be different for different people. I think that is another bot. I think that is another bot. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna ban you straight away. Bye. So Mr. Krabs walking down to the regular MX Hyperglides. Yeah, Automod. I'm gonna be fixing Automod for ages after this front page. Like, god damn it. I love Cherry Sounds, sure, but what guarantees I'll be like, yeah, it is literally a gamble, 100%. Unless you have the board that they come from in front of you and can test them before you salvage them, it's really going to be a gamble. And if you're buying a board and you haven't tried it first, like say you buy it off eBay, you're not going to know if it's good until you get them. Imagine having a mod and doing the work yourself. Yeah, sorry, Epsy. That's why signal to never do anything again. I banned the last one because there was like no mods around. I was like, I'm just going to do this myself. Yeah, so like these were pretty good considering what I paid for them. So I have no complaints. But you know, there was the what is it, Mango Clique, the selling vintage blacks in Australia. You don't know what you're getting with those. Like, I want to support another Aussie, I do, but I've noticed a few things that concern me about those. Like, one, they're really expensive. And yeah, they get ultrasonically cleaned very nicely, and that's all great, but they're just like separating the switches out and dumping them all in an ultrasonic cleaner. So you're not keeping the housings with the stems or anything like that, which could be problematic. So I wouldn't recommend getting those. You're living it. What? Of course they have. Of course they have. Yeah. You gotta keep them together. Yeah, so there's no, it makes no sense to buy them then. Because I was watching another Aussie streamer's stream, and he was lubing his Vint Blacks that he got from that company, or from that seller. And I was like, and the people were giving him a hard time over how he was lubing them, because he was just mixing them all up. And I was like, if these were actually, like, he'd got the Vint Blacks and they were as, you know, as they were, they hadn't been mixed up already, and lubing them like that, then yeah, okay, criticism may be warranted. But I know for a fact that this seller is just mixing them all up anyway. And it's like, why would, it doesn't matter, like, it's already been mixed up. You bought 2 sets of vintage Jerry boards just to cherry pick them? Yeah. Yeah, Kale Blacks, which is the cheapest way to get them, that's for sure. Nah, John from All Caps looked into trying to just get the stems, but he had to buy the switches as well. Unless you can buy them from someone who's already separated them out. I might have stopped. Oh, okay, I didn't know they were doing that initially. Maybe they had lots of people asking. Okay, because they look cooler? Yeah. Still not using any cherry switches in my boards. We'll change it. Once you do, you'll never go back. I am now a cherry simp. I've only used clears outside of vintage blacks. Yeah, they need to be the non-box ones, just the standard stem ones. But they're very similar to cream stems. So similar that you probably won't notice a difference. So I use Kale Black stems for the long pole cherries I've got in my F1 and for my BCPs. My unicorn. Found reds easy to find than blacks. They probably would be, because most people would think they need to use the blacks. Just slightly longer, the Kale Burgundies. I believe they are a little bit longer. I'll have to see if John's planning on getting more of those in, actually. I was going to buy a bunch from him and then he sold out. I was like, damn it. Yeah, give it BCP a go then, because they're a nice way to get that smoothness but the sound, and then you get the long pole fun, so. Like using red stems because it helps switches there at a glance a bit easier. Yeah, fair. Because otherwise they just look like cherry switches. It's like I was going through my switches the other day, I was like, what the fuck are these? Bleep. What are these? And I was trying to, like, had to test each switch. I was like, oh god, are these Kale stems or not? Got some Oil Kings and green jackets to use before I go out buying more switches. Oh, nice. They should be good. Oil Kings. The green jackets aren't bad either. Front page streamer. Epsy. I unlocked the ability to apply for partner today. Imagine. Watch me not get accepted. No, we'll do a partner push. We'll try. We'll see how we go. The only cherry switches I would try to stock are probably clones. I'll ride if you don't get partner. Ride at the Twitch office. Twitch HQ. How dare! Be tempted to desolder my practices, chuck in some brown stamps and nicely broke. Ooh, that would be nice. Actually, you've got a Praxis. Do you know, Tempest, can the Praxis PCB be mil-maxed? I feel like this is something you might know the answer to. MX Brown is unironically favourite switch. I like MX Browns. Good MX Browns are fantastic. Broken in, a little bit of TLC. Gotta pay attention to the sockets. Because my Praxis IM PCB is destroyed. Like, those Gatorite sockets are utter trash. And I'm like, I don't just want to get another Praxis hotspot PCB to have the same problem. So I'm thinking I'll get one of the solder ones and mil-max it. But assuming that I can mil-max it, I actually don't know if I can. Alright. Big Mong, how you doing? Hello? Let's test this PCB. So that all these vintage switches are working still. You know what some of the words mean? Let's go! Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I'm good. I'm excited. Today is a good day. Today we unlocked the ability to apply for partner. So that's hype. It's a good day. Segri, hello, hello. Heard someone talking about black cherry pie. I couldn't resist coming. Yeah, black cherry pies are nice. I like them. I've made one set of them. I probably won't make any more just because it's expensive to do it. And I honestly like kale stem cherry blacks just as much. And if they're a good set of cherry blacks, they're fairly smooth anyway. So there's that. All right. Best part. Black cherry pie is just removing the best part of a kale stem cherry. Yeah. There we go. They're fine. It all works. Success. All right. I'm just gonna go wash my hands, clean up all of the brass dust off my hands. Filthy PCB stuff. I'll be right back. Won't be too long. But yeah, they are so expensive. It does make it cheaper if you get the kale stems. Using suspicious users. I like that the thing flagged the bot as a suspicious user. What was I talking about? BCPs. They are expensive. Yes, if you use the kale stems instead of cream stems, that makes it cheaper. And you can also use the Jaywick black bottoms to make it a little bit cheaper again, because they're pretty cheap. Or you could just do kale stem blacks, and that's cheaper and just as good. So yeah, I recommend those. Long stems allowed. They can be, yeah. So it is nice to have a more muted build sometimes. All right. Get the Constellation case back. Here we go. So I like the O-ring mount. Haven't stuck the... It's the most awkward way possible. Haven't stuck the gaskets on yet, so we won't be doing that. Pinky, it's actually lilac. It's lilac, this case. It's looking a bit pink on the computer, but it's a very light purple. Tempted to put some clicky stitches in this board, take it to work. Nice. They're definitely a bit chunkier than the other screw and stabs. We'll see how it works with the O-ring mount. Yeah, that's all good. Get the box Naevies out. Alright, it's back on. Oh, thank you for the Prime sub, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Sogi. Yeah, thank you. Alright, let's get this screwed back together. God, I have stuff everywhere. Oh, Lord. Gamer system. Alright. Yellow. Yeet. That worked well. Throw the screw. Throw the screw. I'm gonna have to commission the hell out of someone for emotes if I get partner, because I'll have like so many emote slots and no emotes. Like, make me all of the emotes now, please. Go. Good emotes worth of weight in gold? Yeah, 100%. Like, I've made some of mine, but like, I want to get some proper made ones. Want to buy some Switches? We're gonna wait. So many Nintendo Switch games on it. Oh yeah. So many things. Alright. We are close, guys. We are close. Alright. I'm supposed to get these out here. I think I'm gonna want the tape mod back, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how we feel about it. Have you tried the modes on it yet? I have not, no. Whoop. Feels like no one uses brass plate. I like brass plates. But we don't see them that often, that's true. Do you tape mod? No, I don't. I don't. Try it. It's an easy mod to reverse if you don't like it. So I'd say give it a go and see what you think of it. But no, I don't tape mod everything. I tend to just tape mod the ones that it works well with and that I like tape modded. And the Constellation happens to be one of those that it does benefit from it. But we'll do a typing test first, as it is. The QK65 is actually pretty nice. I built it without any foam and it actually was very good. I was quite impressed. Do start select, I think we did last time. Clacky boys, clacky. U-W-E-R. All home except the it's not flexy, but it's soft enough for me. Yeah, I don't. Well, obviously, if I'm building with a brass plate, flex isn't all for me. I'm not too fussed with type and feel if the sound is there. It's clean. No, that goes there. Pipe goes next to it. Why does no one use brass? I think it's just because the trend has been to move to flexier, bouncier boards, and you don't get that with brass. But some people really like brass, and that's fine too. Like creams with brass is nice. Cherry switches with brass is generally nice. It doesn't, just because it's stiff doesn't mean it's a bad plate, you know. Epsilon sounds so nice and no lube. Probably. Yeah, so the Epsilons are pretty good stock. And they're one of those switches that you lube them and it's like, is this necessary? You could almost just oil the springs and they'd be great. I just think we jumped on another trend. Yeah, exactly. Plates are very bored. Exactly, yeah. Some plates work better in some boards than others in terms of plastic or whatever. Love some flex too. Then yeah, metal's probably not for you. Half plate FR4. See, I don't like FR4, but I liked the half plate FR4 in the XOX Proto. Like, I can't believe I actually like this. Wouldn't put brass on a foam board. Also might get a hot swap board with brass. Yeah, give it a go. KBD67 is nice with a brass plate using valance on it. Yeah, so my KBD67 had the Mark II had brass plate, and I ended up getting an FR4 with it eventually, and I didn't mind that. Since moved on from FR4 and don't really like it so much anymore. But it was nice in that. Still kind of annoying that I can't find extra alu plate for you, Tomo. Is there alu plates? Are they just out of stock or? See. Okay, it's sold out on Daily Clap, I see. Rude. Out of stock everywhere from what you've seen? Yeah. Actually, it's not that bad without a tape mod. I might leave it off. But I'm not taking alloy for the QK65. You love PC plates? I like PC plates. I don't have any boards with a PC plate in it now since I rebuilt the 7V, but I do want to build another one with one. No. It'll be... Where did I put that? One more. Oh. POM and FR4. POM plates are best. I'm not... POM, it kind of depends on the build. Like, I've put a POM plate in my RA and I don't mind it at the moment, but sometimes I don't like the sound it generates. I prefer polycarb or polypropylene. Alright, and then we have our artisans. That retro look with the Pokemon artisans. I like PC because it's more glassy as a material than other plastics. Holy crap, these are so smooth. Alright, so this looks exactly the same as it did at the start, but for those of you that weren't here, we have the Constellation in lilac, built with DMG. I love DMG. It's probably one of my favourite GMK sets. And it looks so good on purple boards. And so nice on this one. And basically since I've put it on here, it hasn't really come off, unless I've put it on another board just for an example, but it works so well. Love the Pokemon artisans on there with it for that retro feel. The only thing that would make it better would be if I could actually put LEDs where the windowed keycaps are, but unfortunately Constellation doesn't support that. But yeah, so we got silver, gold, and crystal. DMG is fire. It does slap. Wanted the copper bottom, and you saw it add to it. Yeah, ouch. So nice. Blue Bomber Fox caps are S tier with it. Yeah, 100%. So yeah, I'm a fan. I think this purple has faded a little bit, to be honest, the lilac, since I got the board. But it's a nice soft lilac colour. GMG and DualShot would be the dream team. Yeah, I want to get DualShot. Here's the side profile. Color around GK Wild Alpine. Ooh, nice. Here's the side profile. The light is a bit strong on it, sorry. And the booty. Constellation booty. The big ass weight. Metropolis on the way. Ooh, nice. Here's our USB port. Nice and flush. Slight mid-piece, yeah. These accents are nice. It's nice. You can get different coloured ones to swap out if you want to customise it a bit. They restocked on those recently with the new round. I love the Constellation. It gets hate, but it's a really nice board. It's stiff. It's not a flexi design. You can get flexier plates now, but it's a nice board. Like, it's designed nice, it sounds nice. Yeah, I just like it. I like it. But not for everyone. I love that. I think it's just because it's expensive, but it's in stock, so it made sense, and it supports so many different mounting styles that it's a really great board to get to find out what you like from a mounting style point of view. And I think that's really cool that you can experiment with that if you want to. Feels weird seeing a 65 without a block. It does, but I don't mind it, surprisingly. Currently using Darling Clone. Justify aftermarket price. Got into GMK Frost Switch 2 group. That was a really good value group buy. How long it will take? Anyone's guess. A while. I wouldn't bank on it being anytime soon. But yeah, I couldn't believe yesterday when Warm and I did that impromptu group buy review and there was only 6 keycap sets and like none of them were GMK. I was like, damn. That is so bad. Normally there's heaps, but nothing is passing at the moment, and so nothing's running. Oh God, we're tangled. We're tangled, chat. There's stuff everywhere. Metro. GMK trees tricking you, yeah. Hobby fatigue is real. How you doing, Milk Pumba? Things have slowed down. Things have slowed down. Hi, Finn. Hello. What you doing? Do you want attention? I think he wants love. No, Jay has said he's been receiving 2 of them. I have been seeing that Daily Clack have been shipping out a lot recently, and the things that are shipping seems to update quite regularly. So it does seem like they're getting things out a bit quicker. But if that translates to things getting delivered or not, I don't know. I think 8008-2 is going to be shipping soon, which is cool because then I'll get my spacebar kit. Yay. Although I haven't got it on any boards at the moment, but anyway, is what it is. Let's do a typing test. A lot of GMK extras staying in stock. Yeah, things are actually in stock, but the line is still very long. It's not gonna catch up anytime soon. That is for sure. Oh my God, my gut is making noises. I think it's like, can I have a proper dinner? Like anytime? Are you gonna feed me, human? Cereal is not dinner. Oh, good news though. For those of you that were here yesterday and I was ranting about my food order just like not coming, I got a text last night after stream to say that it was coming today, and it actually came. So I have food for the rest of the week now. I'm no longer going to be eating noodles. So thank God for that. My food, it came. I don't think you were here yesterday really that much, Al, but no. So I ordered some like low FODMAP ready meals. So like from fodshop.com. And they're like basically ready to go. You chuck them, they're frozen meals, whatever. I ordered those, and I've ordered from them a few times now. And the first 2 times, yeah, like HelloFresh, but like ready-made, like you don't have to prep them yourself. There is like a HelloFresh like version of low FODMAP, but they haven't come to Victoria yet. I'm waiting for them to come. But anyway, so I ordered those. I've ordered a couple of times and they've come. No worries. There's been no drama. Anyway, the one that it was meant to come on Thursday between 7 a.m. and 6, and it just didn't arrive, and I was like, where's my food? Like, what the hell? Why hasn't it come? And so I emailed them. I was like, where is it? And they ignored it. So I emailed them again. I was like, can I get a refund? Like, what's going on? Like, I want my food. Like, can I get compensated? Did you send it to the wrong address? Like, what is and they still ignored it. But then I got the text message after I angry emailed them, and I was like, do I email them back and be like, ignore previous correspondence? And then I thought, no, your job is to have good customer service and to actually reply to messages. So I'm just going to leave you in that salt. But anyway, my food came, so we're good now. I was actually worrying about what I was going to eat for the rest of the week. Because I'd budgeted very well with that food in mind. And then I didn't have it. I was like, oh shit, we're good now. They haven't responded. No, they haven't. So I'm just going to leave it. And I'm going to be salty and judge them until they do. And I could be like, don't worry, it actually arrived. But like, no, they've just not acknowledged my existence. So I might not buy from them again. Probably get a lot of those. They probably do, yeah. I mean, customer service is a shit thing to work in. I sympathise, but still, I'm judging. All right. Typing test. So this is my Constellation. We've built it with brass plate, gummy O-ring mount, Staebies, Lube with 205 and BDZ, GMK DMG, and we have Vint Blacks. So year exactly 1980 something or other from a wires board. They've been ultrasonically cleaned. They've got new springs in them. So we've got Sprit 63.5 grams slow extreme 3 springs oiled with 105. The switches are lubed with GHV4 and they're filmed with Deskeys films. So that's the build there. Thanks, Al. And let's see how this sounds. It's not tape modded or anything, no foam. Ooh, nice. This is nice. Nice. Right up your alley for sound. Nice spacebar. Yeah, this is actually good. They think they're a little bit too dead for the board. Put the kale stems and then it'll be oof. Now I hang up my brass plate. Yeah, I mean we can tape mod it and see what difference it makes, but it actually doesn't sound like it needs the tape mod. It is a bit more muted with the cherry switches than the creams, and I think that probably reflects the shorter pole. And I also use GHV4, but it sounds like cherry. It sounds nice. It's nice. It's not obnoxious. There's no like too much resonance or anything like that. Let's listen to the mods. I'll get rid of. Opened up so many things. Oh my god. Anyway, there we go. Lord, I like this. This is good. This is good. I'm okay with this. This is a win. This is a win. Cool. All right. Well, these can live in here for the time being. And when we find something else that I want to chuck them in, we'll do that. But for now, I think this was a good choice. It's a good choice. I'm okay with this. Let's put the noise cancellation back on. Sick. Nice. Noise. Unplug that for now. Yeah, these are good. You heard it? You like it, Subi? I think this is great. And they sound so smooth as well. Like they don't they don't sound or feel scratchy. Sounds like typewriters. Ooh, I do want to try those half silence. You love this build? I'll have to bring it so you can try it at some point, Mr. Body Massage. Maybe to like the next custom KBD meetup. This is nice. Please do. Yeah, I'll have to. Give the Constellation some love. It's nice. It's a nice board. I'm actually kind of glad I just went with the brass now and didn't go alu, because it's nice. It sounds full. It sounds good. And I do like cherry switches in brass. Like the Adalie with the cherry browns is good. It's good. It's really nice. But yeah, note to self, Staebies don't fit well in the OG plate. The Constellation, you need to file them. File the plate. But it's all good. At least that was an easy fix. I'm lucky I had the file from previous use. You never know when you'll need a file or a Dremel in this hobby, that's for sure. So nice. So nice. I think we'll be replacing the HHKB with this for a while. So I think of all the builds I've done during this front page stint, I think this is my favorite of the rebuilds I've done for myself. Like, obviously because everything else I've just kind of not used. Like, it's just gone back on the shelf and I'm like, meh. Obviously I need to revisit them. The Profit, the BBNs, it's the best build with the Profit. I mean, not with the Profit, but with the BBNs. It's the best build that I've done with them. But it's still, I still can't, the polycarb bottom and those 2-stage springs and linears, just not for me. Not for me. We'll yeet those. I need to put a nylon switch in there. So we'll rebuild that at some point. And then yeah, I need to revisit the 7V and try and get that sounding as I like. Or maybe just rebuild the old build that was in it, because it was good. I don't know. Well, that feels a bit silly. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, no, this is nice. This is where I'd be happy to use it and enjoy it. The JO1 has cherry blacks actually in the carbon fiber plate. It's actually really nice, and it has a PCP on the spacebar, but everything else is cherry blacks. But yeah, it's nice. This spacebar is so good. Damn. There's something about the nylon Staebies as well. They're just nice. They have the sound of a spacebar that I want. Like, I mean, I like nylon, so there's that. Very nice. This is great. Okay, so how long will we be streaming? 2 hours. Plan for tomorrow. Planning to stream at 11 a.m. So we're going to be building the Iron 165. Oh, thank you for the follow, dude. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, so we're building the Iron 165. We're going to put Ultra Glides in it. So this is a client build. I'm excited to build it. Excited to do some honest critique on the board. Because, you know, I've heard good things. I've heard bad things. I'm excited to try it for myself. I've heard the screws can be a bit sussy. So I might try and investigate those before the stream, just in case we have a disaster. But that's tomorrow's stream. We'll start off at about 11 a.m. And that's going to be the last stint on the front page for the Creative Showcase. So it's been crazy. Like, the support has been insane. We've racked up a bunch of new followers. The subs have been insane. It's just been crazy. And now we can apply for partner. So it's nutty. Like, I don't know if I like my chances getting it. I mean, we're definitely going to have to do a bit of a push. We're going to do a push. Oh, thank you, Al. Thank you. I'm proud of myself. Like, I know people have asked me before if I'd consider applying for partner if I could, and I've always been like, I didn't think it was possible. And honestly, if it wasn't for the front page, I don't know. It doesn't. So Kerbal, it has allowed me to be qualified. Like, it's allowed me to tick off the achievement to apply. I can't apply for partner for at least 2 weeks. And then I need to basically show that I can still get good viewers without it. So hence the partner push that we're going to start now. So it's basically just going to try and keep the views up. Obviously, I'm going to keep streaming. I'm probably going to try and do 3 streams a week again, just to keep those hours up. I got really lucky, Kerbal. So Bryce Supersaurus, he's a fellow Aussie streamer. He does like variety streaming, so plays games and all kinds of stuff. And I came across him when he was building his first custom. And we've been friends since then, so it's over a year now that we've known each other. Anyway, he was on Grassroots, and then he saw that they were doing the Creative Showcase for Australia, New Zealand streamers, and he said to me, you should apply. Here's the form, fill it out. I've already nominated you. And I was like, oh, that's nice of you, but why would they choose me? Whatever. So I filled it out, and I was like, they probably, like I didn't even know it was a thing. I was like, whatever, what, you know, if anything, maybe they'll choose me, but they probably won't. And then, yeah, sure enough, they emailed me about a month ago to say you've been chosen. I was like, what? So that's how that came about. Yeah. Another streamer I watch and used to game with got invited during Christmas a few years back because he does a new mixed drink each week. So that's, oh, so nice. Your stream is pretty chill, so at the right time zone. I bet you'll get in no time. Yeah, so I think generally speaking, when I stream on US friendly times, I get a few more streamers just because the community in the US is larger, but there is a pretty healthy Australian community. Like, I mean, Warm's streams illustrate that perfectly. Warm would get partner in no time if she applied, like 100%. If she streamed more frequently, she'd be there like in no time. So I've just got to try and get the viewership up outside of that. Yeah, absolutely, Kerbal. Yeah, so I'm starting to mention it in streams, and yeah, we'll just see if we can get the Aussie people behind me. I'll probably post something on the AUMK page and maybe in Discords and be like, hey, sorry to spam, but come and help a girl out. So yeah, what I'm probably going to try and do is push for the next month maybe, and then combine it with like a 2-year anniversary stream. Yeah. Your fuse is so up and down when and then yeah, it is. Mine are like that too. Prior to front page, some days I'd have a really crazy stream, and I'd be like, yeah, there's heaps of people here because I'm like the only person streaming in Australia at the moment, keyboards. And then other times it's a lot lower. So like it's so variable. Just leave the computers off with your Twitch page up. Let's go. Message me when I'm not in bed. Not allowed to do an announcement bot in Discord. Oh, Kerbal, thanks. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get there. And I know Gioran's pushing as well. So, you know, we're going to support Gioran as well. 100%. So if you're not following Gioran, you don't know who Gioran is, you need to be, because he's a legend. But he's yeah, Gioran is pushing for partner as well. So get behind him too. So Gio needs all the love. Terrible. The guy smells funny. Damn those Canadians, you can't trust them. They're so sussy. But yeah, I think we'll see. I'm fully expecting to be knocked back, but gave him a GMX shot and he wouldn't even give me a VIP. The feels. I mean, you can only try, right? You know, if you don't get it first time around. I know Bri tried to apply after he did Grassroots and got knocked back. And he's going to try again eventually, but he's just been working on view accounts, and his stream's really good. He doesn't generally do keyboard stuff, but he's worth checking out. You in the Keyboard Life Discord? You're in there? Nice. You have your own Discord though? Yes, you do. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, who knows? We'll try. At least now that, you know, did you post update it, or is it still just the last one with the 4? Oh my god, it's so funny, that picture. Just the last one. Oh, it's like we need to, who was that 5th person? I still think it should be Warm, and just like maybe Warm thoughts. I don't know. So funny. Put a pepper tat on the last one. Yeah, do it. Oh dear, so funny. It's so funny. But I feel like Frank's like neck looks like weirdly long though. It's so funny. Oh, so many laughs. Oh my god. I want to know where that came from, but I also don't. It's so funny. Like, what is that? What is this nonsense? It was Tim's request. No worries. Thanks, Mr. Body Massage, for hanging out. We'll finish up soon. Is there someone live we can raid? Is there anybody doing keyboard stuff right now? Is the wedding on my Tim family board from Custom KVD? Yes. Well, now you can have like a streamer desk mat. Geo and Tim and other streamers as well. Well, you kind of got to fill it out. My face on everyone else. Oh, damn. You're making that into a desk mat? Imagine. Imagine if it was. Like, just a one-of-one desk mat. It'd be hilarious. Tim did mention. You can get it done. Or Kerbal's like, I'm in. Make it happen. Make it happen. Mercure 50. Surely we'd find 50 thirsty people that would want to buy it. No, it's okay, Andromeda. There will be a VOD. The VOD will be up. I'm going to try and get most of the VODs from this front page onto YouTube. We'll see how my internet copes with that. So we'll see how we go. Was more mentioned? Yeah, we were talking about Fuck Thumbs. Have you've seen the desk mat, haven't you? Or the design with Tim and Geo and who's the guy at the left? That's the person who hasn't been photoshopped yet. That's a unknown. We haven't decided who the fifth person is yet, or they haven't decided who the fifth person is yet. Yeah. I think it's funny though. I'm not sure who you could put there though. Tough one, tough one. It can't, like, you can either like put it as someone or like put it as someone who doesn't have a face cam. If you want someone of the same race, or I feel like it'd need to be, wouldn't it? Or it'd be weird. Are you warm? Yeah, or Gordon. Gordon's another option. This is Gordon Derv. Get them holding a topre. Something like a HHKB or something. Mom's pretty tan right now. Oh god. Oh no. Hi Finn. What you doing? I'm guessing you want something because you're lurking. Yeah. I gotta have some dinner. Just one of Gordon's weird pics. What would I do for Gordon? Yeah. 6 a.m. we gotta get. Oh god. Go to sleep, Quirble. Thanks for hanging out. Get some sleep. Enjoy your Saturday when you do get up. All right. Now, was there somebody streaming Keeps? Let me... Oh, I'm not plugged in. Man, I'm scared to unplug. Gazo Restock arrived today, so busy. Oh no. One best streamer her side of town. We're like on the same side of town though, Thok Thumbs. we could just share that mantelpiece. Or fight to the death. Let's see, who's on Twitch? Keyboards. Oh god, caps lock is on again. God damn. Me? I come up when you search keyboards. Nice. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm like, it's probably just because I'm sharing myself, but look at this, look at this. Okay, let's go to, look at that. Look, there's Teha, and then there's Apiary, and there's me. How do you usually tune Staebies? I think XHT-BDZ and 12 health. Yeah, exactly like that. Exactly like that. It doesn't look, yeah, I can't see any. I just searched the tag keyboards and that's literally all that came up. That's a nice screenshot of my face. Like, I'm actually don't look derpy for once. Keyboards. Back XNZ. Okay. Who's this person? Tim! Hello! Keyboard build day? Okay, this person. We're gonna raid this person. Tim, do you want me to do another typing test for you? Oh, we'll go back here. Do you want me to do another typing test for you? We can. Please don't freeze the camera. Please don't freeze the camera.
Hello there.
Yeah, we can do that for you, Tim. Happy birthday, Tim. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Oh, no. Absolutely. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We have someone we can raid now, so that's fine. Tim, best Oz streamer on his block. We'll just say literally on the block, so we can't, like, you know, interfere with each other. Also, guys, if you didn't get a chance to donate to Tim's charity thingy that I did today for Cancer Council for his birthday, you still can, because I'm going to do it later. And Tim's matching donations. He's like, stop. Not anymore. All right. So these are the Vint Blacks, Tim. The Vint Blacks. So they're lubed with GHV4, TX films, not TX films, Deskeys films, and Sprit 63.5 gram slow extreme 3, or with 105. Brass plate, gummy O-ring mount, no foam or anything. GMK DMG, and Staebies lube with 205 and BDZ. Oh shit. So nice, yeah? Yes. So nice. I really like it. I'm, yeah, digging it. Digging it. I think what I'll end up doing when I do find the board that I want these Vints to go into longer term, I'll probably rebuild this with Naevies. I think that's the plan. But for now, this is really nice. Dig it. There. All right. Let's raid this back Z and X. Yeah, that dude. I can't pronounce his username. Maybe we can ask him how to pronounce his username. Or we'll say, show us your keyboard. You know, just the general, show us your keyboard. Show us your keyboard. Fantastic the build, Thok Thumbs. Like, no, you cannot make this any longer. Le chat. There you go. Exceeded character limit. It didn't want me to do the switch Alfie. Oh well, anyway, there you go. It's like, no. Now I've got to find this guy's channel. BACXN. This dude, Makers and Crafting. He's got 2 viewers at the moment, so let's hit him with a really meaty raid, and show him lots of love and appreciation and likes and whatnot. Meaty raid, meaty raid, meaty raid. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Meaty raid, meaty raid, meaty raid. Set up a lot. 100%. Yeah, let's go show him what a bunch of Keep nerds can do in terms of a raid. Oh, thank you for the follow. Cleverest named. Lovely username. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. You've come in just at the end. We're just about to raid someone. Jam Static. Nice. Nice. Love a good typing test. He's got like 23k followers. What? Maybe he can give me a follow. Damn, bruh. Oh, well, I wonder what he normally does then. Maybe he doesn't normally do keys. Anyway, we're going to go give him a raid. We're sitting on about 38 people to raid, so that's good. We'll do that. Gonna order Mackey's. Oh, yum. Well, wait. Oh, God, I've got a burp coming. Jeez. I need to have dinner. Does anyone else burp when they're hungry? Anyway, let's not go there. We don't need to have this discussion now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for stream. No worries. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Better time for some of you US people. You just burp all the time. Just let it out. Let it out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're rating in 5 seconds. Take care. Look after yourselves. See you. Bye.